Okay, where are we? What we doing? And unusually, I'm starting from this screen. I'm deliberately going to do something that I wouldn't normally do. I'm going to play outside my comfort zone on this. This server is big, 70 slot. There's also about 65 people playing, and it is advertised as a PvP kill or be killed. And as we know, since I've been talking, people are just dying everywhere. This is not my comfort zone. This is not normally the way I play DayZ. So, let's see how long I can live. Can I turn into a killer? There's a thought. Sorry, you're going to have to look at this bit, but hey. This is me deliberately playing. Oh, downloadable content deleted. DayZ. Can I? Will I? Yeah, I'm in. Or am I? Requesting authentication. It's boring, this, isn't it? Sitting there looking at the load-in screens. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to expect. My experience of playing on very busy servers, purely from a technical aspect, is the server performance tends to get hit quite hard. Trying to keep track of so many players. As we all know, armor was not, or has not been optimized for DayZ. Shall I sit and wait and do this? I'll start recording again once I'm in. Okay, we're in. Hadn't anticipated it being night time. What kit do I have? Bloody hell, I have an MP5 and a silenced pistol and night vision. Ha ha ha! They definitely want you to go hunting, don't they? Okie dokie. This is definitely going to be weird. So we're not going to be looking for kit now, are we? Where am I? The chance of surviving along in this. Is this a silenced one as well? No, it's not the silenced. A machete? Never seen a machete. Smoke billowing up into the sky, that's not good, is it? Let's see what we can find. Burnt out car. Let's get into a bit of the woodland. And let's go into town and see what we can find. This is run by the Gits clan. Have heard of them, don't know much about them. Let's see. Haven't had any movement yet. MP5, so I'm got a very heavy hit on it. But we are definitely going to have to keep our wits about us. Because this server is very, very full. Let's get some height up here. Definitely going to need eyes in the back of my head for this one. Wow. Service restarted on the hour every hour to reduce lag and connection delays. What time is it? Oh great. It's 2:50. I've got 10 minutes before the server restarts. Oh well. Flying tree. I don't remember ever seeing this flying tree here. Several flying trees. I'll have to go check this out, see if it's not something unusual to this particular server, because I don't remember flying trees. I'll have to check this out next time I'm in the area, because I don't remember ever seeing. Looks like there's been a lot of activity in town, isn't there? A lot of side chat banter, which is I think is nice. It definitely looks like there's been a lot of action on this server. There's a separate column of smoke rising. Let's take the NVs off. It'll take a few seconds for the eyes to acclimatise. Don't see any life down there. But crashed helicopter? That must have happened relatively recently if it's still on fire. I hear vehicles. There's no reason to go down there. Mind you, what's food and water like? As if I'm going to live that long. Can of Mountain Dew. And a steak. But again, no action. And to be honest, I don't think 77-metre shot. Let's see if we can find some snipers. But there's definitely lots going on. So it's a case, you know, I was saying in my last video about why play DayZ anymore. Well, you do if you can find the right server. And this server has been set up for PvP. Is that a car that's just turned up down there? It is, isn't it? Night vision off, binoculars up. Oh no, it's a burnt out car. Binoculars down, night vision on. Little funky tree positions. Again, this area, to be honest, I haven't spent a great deal on this portion of the map to know if that's normal. Lots of people are chatting. Someone was killed 322 meters. That will that's that with an MP5. Yeah. That doesn't look good. But I haven't actually seen anyone. There's lots of chat going on the side. People are dying left, right and centre. I haven't actually seen anyone. Hell, someone could be stalking me and I just don't know. Spend more time reading the side chat than I am actually actively playing, so I've got to be mindful of that. But this is a very different gameplay experience that I'm used to. Right there, the message there says, admin, this is player v player server, but it is obvious to your advantage to group up and get organised. Which sounds reasonable. Very, very different gameplay. And do you know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen a chuffing zombie yet. Which makes you wonder. No real plan of where I'm going and what I'm going to do. I'm already well equipped, so maybe I shouldn't run away from town. But I have not seen another player. Oh, and there goes the server. Don't know what that was. I got kicked to the desktop. Weird. I don't know what you're going to get in the video at that portion. Looks like it's still recording. So where shall I go? We're still a few minutes off the server restart. But, no player activity in my location, which is, I suppose, nice, but very odd. I could do without it being night time. No sign of anyone else. I'll start chatting to you in a minute, probably after the restart. Okay, I just heard a car. There it goes. Don't think they saw me, otherwise they'd be stopping and getting out and shooting. By the way, I have seen a zombie. So yeah, there are zombies. The map shows your position, which is reasonable, I suppose, in this situation. If they saw me and got out, well, they might be hunting me, but didn't see them, didn't get an opportunity to shoot. Not like my MP5 is going to do much to a car. And if I keep moving in my chosen path, I should be fine. I'm heading up north. I know this is supposed to be a PvP server, and I know there's an expectation that I am going to hunt people and shoot people, but it still doesn't sit well with me. And my natural reaction in a dangerous situation is basically just to get to the less populated places. Fortunately, I spawned in near Electro, and there were very few people around. There was obvious signs that there had been activity. Crashed helicopters, burning cars. But, yeah, still not seen any people. Apart from that car, of course. No helicopters flying around. People coming onto the server complaining that they haven't got NV goggles, which is odd, because I got NV goggles. 85 meter shot with an MP5, that's pretty reasonable. See where they were going in the car. The star is Steroid, if I remember rightly. Yeah, 4 meter shot with an MP5, that's much more likely. 112 meter shot with an MP5, that's optimistic. But there are lots of people dying on this server. Lots of people on the server, but lots of people dying. Still haven't had to use my food or water. I'm striking up to, where am I off to? Polina, with the supermarket. Then I can pick up some supplies. Also getting up into the north, I'm hoping to come across some crashed helicopters. Be able to get a better long-range weapon, this MP5. I mean, the MP5's a nice weapon, but MP5 silenced is a nice weapon, or is a nicer weapon. But I think on this server, I'm going to need something with a bit more range. Although, the problem with sniper rifles is they don't work very well with NV goggles. 74 meter shot, and then 140 meter shot with an MP5? I find some of those... now, a 280 meter shot with an M107, yeah, that I sort of believe. But these long-range MP5 shots I'm finding there's maybe a problem with the what the server's saying, or well, I just find that you know, dubious. MP5 is not a long-range weapon. Notice I don't have a watch. Again, 82 meter shot with an MP5. That's quite a long-range shot. Oh well. Let's see what happens, eh? Talk to you in a bit. Right, overlooking Polina. I think it's called Polina. What's it called? Polina. Man, I'm guessing a Z. Hope it was a Z. If not, I'm being stalked. But anyway, let's pop into try and pick up some food and water. It's quite nerve-wracking, I must admit, knowing, I mean, hardly a minute goes by without someone getting shot by somebody else. Which, as I say, is nerve-wracking. Oops, that was probably a mistake. Well, the flares would be of interest if I was not so well equipped. Me or just not many zombies? Very odd. Severe lack of Zeds. Maybe that's one of the things they've done. Cut down on the Zeds. I've seen Zeds, you know, the general one, the wandering Zeds. Okay, either Zeds, they don't like them. Okay, let's start playing with kit. I could do with a watch, because I would like to know what time it is. It's one of the rare occasions I want to watch. Yep, thank you. Right, I now have a watch, and I can see what the time is. 20 past 3. Gonna be a while before the sun is up. I'm gonna drop these. I do not like flares. Hey, drop. Drop. Thank you. Hand grenades. They never go well. But I can have some food and some drink. Gear. I've already got matches. Let's have another look. Don't have any painkillers, and oh, I've got some in my backpack, but I'll pick up another one. So we're into normal survival stuff, but just in an unusual server. I mean, there's a kill from 7 and a bit meters with an MP5. That is much more likely to me, but very odd. No zombies. Bit of food, which I will eat now. Also some bandages. I'll pick up some bandages. Gee, I didn't even look at what that was. Ooh, look, it's another watch. Hee. But this is really weird, not having zombies in a zombie survival horror game. Sounds like a lot of what's going on is happening on the south coast, which you sort of expect. I mean, if you're going to put everyone in this well armed at the beginning, only nutters like me come all this way north. Can of unknown. Gotta have a can of unknown. 132 metre shot with an MP5. It's quite impressive. Of course, if you're not watching this in full screen, you can't see what I'm reading down in the bottom corner. Suppose I could pick up a torch, flashlight, for our American friends. And, yeah, I'm going to have to ask. Because it makes you wonder who's killing people. Because people are dying without the message coming up that they've been shot. So I assumed that they're being killed by Zeds. Don't need regular binoculars while I've got the rangefinders. So, I suppose we go over to Belota. Sorry, Berezino. Pick up some medical supplies. But this not having zombies around, it feels weird. To the point where, is this still DayZ if there are no zombies? I mean, there's the occasional wandering zombie you get out into the countryside, like that came along a little while ago. I suppose there's still the survival element, which they've taken from DayZ. Just no Zeds. Occasionally you get things in that. Does take it to an extreme. Doesn't. So we've got the survive. Maybe this is it. Maybe this server they've turned the zombies off in town. There seem to be a lot of noobs playing. I mean, by that I mean people who don't know how to turn their NV goggles on, people who don't know how to turn the lights on in their car. There's also quite a lot of juvenile banter as well about, you know, the normal sort of, what I would call Call of Duty style Xbox crap being typed into the side chat. It's very unfortunate. I suppose I've been playing games, online games, for very... there's another one. How do you turn NV goggles? Shit, helicopter. It's quite a long way off. I was going to go hide in a tree. I'd like to be in the wood if there's a helicopter flying around. Let's go sprint in. If I can sprint, I've got any sprint left. I don't see him anywhere. Mind you, it doesn't look like the view distance is out very far. To the point I completely lost what I was saying. Yeah, I remember when we used to play a lot of online games. Obviously, if you're listening to me, you can tell I'm not a 16-year-old. I'm in my late 40s. I've been playing computer games since I was about 14. So, heck, I get criticism from other middle-aged people saying, "What are you doing still playing computer games?" And I say, well, you know, you play golf, don't you? How boring is that? But I've also been a server admin and a clan admin for a very long time. And it's one of the things we noticed when the consoles first started going online and the consoles first started where the kids could start talking to each other. The language you get on their open chat is vile. And I'm not being prudish at all, I'm just saying, yeah, you can tell there's absolutely zero adult supervision there, you know? I think Microsoft in particular, when it comes to the Xbox, have a lot to answer to. They've created a monster with the way these kids talk to each other, with absolute zero respect. Now, I know when I was a kid I used to swear too, but there was some kind of moderation or something, because when you swore at someone, either at them because you were angry with them, well, you know, you were in the same room with them, you're going to get a smack in the mouth if you said something out of turn. Of course, you sat in your living room, or you sat in your bedroom, there's no one there, the person you're shouting at might be 150 miles away, he ain't going to smack you in the mouth for saying something he doesn't like. You know, the internet, I think Microsoft has a lot to answer for with the way they just, there's no moderation at all on the Xbox Live system, and unfortunately that sort of attitude has spread over to PC as well, which doesn't normally happen. Talking about Zeds, free roaming Z out in the countryside. I think they're taking the slot that used to be done by animals. So you can't look in town to see if there's someone there if there are no bloody Zeds. So we're going to do a little run-in on town. Although it's, what time in the morning is it? It's, yeah, it's 3:30. So there's no sign of any sunlight coming up, but the night sky does seem to be quite light, doesn't it? Almost to the point where it's starting to overpower the NV goggles. So we're going to have a little run in on the hospital. There's another supermarket obviously here, and there's the pub, which we'll be going in and having a look at. I can see that going by the chat that people are actually trying to work together, which is quite nice. It's nice to see on a server that actually set up for PvP. And of course, apart from one car going past, I've not seen anyone. Ooh, look. Hello, baby. You're pretty. Got your gear? Got your gear, got your gear. No, nothing in it. I like the way the steering wheel's on the right side. And this is completely healthy, so I think we're going to be driving. Oh, come on. Let me out. Yeah, okay. Back to scavenging. We've got ourselves a vehicle. Bandages. I just heard a zombie. First zombie heard. Let's get up on the roof, see if there's any more medical supplies. It says a new jet and some helis have been added to the server. Jets. That's going to be nice. People doing strafing runs and things. Oh, not much up here, is there? Another blood bag, which is something I could use. Mind you, you can't self-medicate. What's the point of a blood bag, eh? And I can't believe I'm going to be much involved in... There's that helicopter. I don't want to be stuck on a roof. There it is. Can you see it? It's a tiny little dot. You will have to go full screen. And that's an Apache. That's... not exactly a teamwork tool, is it? Oh well. Did hear a zombie, but I've still not seen one. Not in town anyway, not a town zombie. Lee Enfield. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be dropping my weapon for a Lee Enfield. Not much in here. Pistol. Empty cans. Doesn't look like they've been messing with the loot table very much. Did I just hear another zombie? I suppose some of the outdoor ones could be coming in. But I find those outdoor zombies to be really quite... You know, by outdoor, I mean the countryside zombies. I find them to be very, very docile. Very docile indeed. Wait. Go where I want you to go. Often find upstairs, well not often, I have found upstairs quite a few times that the pubs are normally quite good for finding different uniforms and different outfits, so that would be nice to play with. You see, people are dying without being shot by someone. So I assumed when I was first on the server that was because they're getting killed by Zeds. But I haven't seen any Zeds. I mean, apart from the ones you see wandering around generally. With a weapon of flare. Someone was killed with a flare? As I say, someone says WTF flare. I don't know why I keep on coming around here. This isn't my server. Aha! Now, how many slots does my backpack have? G. Open backpack. 16. One free. I think that's a 20. Open. 18. Well, that's good enough for me. 2 more slots. There's 2 more slots. And here we go. Normal procedure with backpacks. I think most people have, you know, there might be different ways of doing this. This is the way I always do it. I look at the backpack that's on the floor, open mine, swap everything over, then take. Yeah, I now have the larger backpack, which is AZ. And there's a lot of comments saying you don't start with night vision, and I clearly did start with night vision. And someone else just said there, I spawned in with night vision. So, yeah. Apparently this server is normally running daytime. They put it on nighttime for a change. So a few Zeds have turned up, but not many. lovely look. More Zeds wandering around town, which I've just started to notice. So let's take a wander down to the tents down the bottom. As a lot of people apparently don't have NV on, don't have NV, let's keep the lights off. Without the brake lights coming on every time. Now, there are going to be military Zeds down here. Engine off. Get out. Don't see any Zeds, which is sort of good. Also don't see much in the way of kit, which is bad. Reminding myself to look at my people writing crap on the chat. Oh look! Oh hang on, isn't that the one we saw earlier? If so, that's a nice weapon. Loud as hell though. I don't know if I'm a good enough shot. But here goes. Nice find for someone. Well, let's see the state of this Apache. I think it's an Apache. It's an attack chopper of some nature. It does appear to be fully armed. In as pilot. Oh, baby.
Manual fire.
This is where, of course, I wish I had my track IR working, but hey ho. Let's go have some fun, shall we? Because this puppy's got hellfires. Hellfires. I've got 8 of them. Oh yeah, we could really tick some people off with this. We like hellfires. Hellfires lock on automatically to ground targets. See all those targets down below? They're all neutrals, but so where are we going to go? Let's see if the Hellfire's not actually locking on to anything. I'm getting an orange target behind me. Come on, round we go. Not targeting. It's not targeting anything, which is a shame. No, Hellfire's not locking onto anything, because that would have been fun. But I am locking onto something. They're just not being marked as being enemy targets, so maybe that's what it is. Should be coming up to the Northern Airfield, I guess. But again, nothing being targeted. which is a shame. Let's go along. Oh, well, hang on. Let's cheat. Auto hover. Let's go have a look at the airfield. Standardise. Let's get level. Auto hover off. Be mindful of the time on the grounds. If this server stops every 5 or restarts every hour, I'm not going to have much fun. Oh, I do love flying these. It reminds me of playing regular armour. Can't just wait to see what the choppers look like in Armour 3. The attack choppers, that is. Obviously, we've got a few choppers in armour. Speed 200, yeah. My altitude's a little high, but then I don't... What's surprising is I'm not picking up any targets. Right, got one. It comes up as being a friendly target. Does that mean I'm not going to get any kind of lock-on? Let's go to... No lock-on on that. People want to commit suicide. Really strange. Too high really to see anything on the ground. So I suppose quickly zoom along the airfield. Let's get our butts a little lower. This low view distance does not help what am I trying to say, with flying. Really does help the game when it comes to performance. When you're on the ground on foot, it does not help. So I'm not getting any targeting assistance at all from the in-game targeting. Let's go look at the map again. If anyone watched my video on where am I going? Anyone watched my video on flying in Armour 3 will know that I made a comment about the way the helicopters flew. That not only did moving your mouse left and right tilt you left and right, as I would expect, but it also steered you left and right. It's as if you were automatically putting rudder on. And the rudder was very effective, where when you're moving at this speed the rudder has little or no effect. And because the flying mechanic is unlike this. This is close to what I would expect a helicopter to fly like. And yeah, that wasn't. I wonder if I can be an arsehole. Oh, I've got Hellfires. I guess those are the... Yes, I only appear to have Hellfires, front gun. Shit, that was a Hellfire, what I didn't mean to fire it. And get my brain into gear, Sidewinders. But of course, there aren't any enemies. Nothing is an enemy, therefore nothing is going to highlight with the Hellfire. I can use my forward gun, which is locked forward. But I can't use the Hellfire to lock on to other targets, which is a shame, because that would be just awesome. You'd just be able to Hellfire people's vehicles. I mean, there's a yellow vehicle coming up. A couple of them, and I'm guessing. Ding ding ding. F. Come on, Hellfire. won't lock on. See, it's not locking on it as it being an enemy target. So, can't use it. Which is a shame. I can, of course, main gun. Ah, and talking of main gun, I see a car with a headlight on. I'm not going to be able to hit it, am I? Because, come on, round we go. Round, oh, I much prefer joystick for this. Another vehicle with its headlights on, or it's the same vehicle. Chances of me doing any good with this are slim to none, because I don't have a gunner. Now, if I had a gunner, I'd be able to do something with this, or if the car would lock on as being an enemy target, I'd then be able to hellfire it. Ruining someone today, at least. Well, it is a PvP server. It is a bit like bringing a gun to a knife fight. If I don't sort myself out soon, I'm going to crash. Come on, get up. You see, rudder does almost nothing when you've got this much forward speed on. Whereas if I was playing using the mechanic from Armour 3, I would be having a lot more. I don't think I'm actually killing anyone. What's the cars with their lights on? Ooh, look, I'm sort of lined up for Belota. That's naughty. Oh yeah, I can hear people shooting at me. This is a bit unfair. I wish I could... Yeah, this flight model is very different to the one in Armour 3, and that's much, much, much easier to fly. You see, if I could use my Hellfires... Come on, bring the Hellfires online. They would lock on as targets. But they're not any... Then, there is one now classed as an enemy. Rotate that way. Lock on. Yeah, someone's definitely shooting at me. Because I can hear the bullets pinging off. Left. I can hear people shooting at me, which is fun games. I don't think I've actually killed anyone. Surprised with so many lights down there. But yeah, I'm getting some targets coming up. I mean, I've had some damage to me because my instruments apparently are partially damaged. You can see them flickering. And that's... helicopter. Which could be fun. I am out of ammunition. Right. Hellfires. Well, I've got one sidewinder left and I don't believe it'll lock. Because it'll be classed... Because it's another American helicopter, it's not an enemy. And it won't lock. oh well. I think, on that note, given that the server will be restarting in 3 minutes... Ooh, ooh! Got a UAZ to hit. Come on, give me my... Dead UAZ. UAZs being Russian, this being an American helicopter, it sees them as a target. I think an Apache helicopter in DayZ is a bit over the top, you know? The fact there aren't any zombies is a bit over the bloody top. Not locking onto anything, no other UAZs around. But I've got a sneaking feeling that it's all going to go horribly wrong because I've got about 2 minutes before the server restarts. How long have I got now? Yeah, a minute and a half before the server restarts. So at that point, I think we'll call it an end. Can't take on my Lee Enfield. Yeah, so fun and games, very, very different. This isn't DayZ. This is combat with some DayZ mechanics. There's a truck on the top of that building. Did you see that? Yeah. Okie dokie then. Very odd. I'm flying an Apache in DayZ, and there aren't any zombies, so it's not really DayZ, is it? Definitely shouldn't have one of these in DayZ. Come on, let's get this thing on the ground. I have got about less than 10 seconds before the server restarts, and I'm being chased. This landing will not be pretty. It's one way of getting from the north to the south, eh? So, on that note, we'll call it an end. I don't think I'll ever be joining the server again. It's not... even at this level of craziness, it's not my type of fun. There are no zombies. How can it be DayZ without any zombies? You know, doesn't seem right. There goes the session lost, the server ends. So, it's the Gits server. If this type of thing appeals to you, then give it a go. It does what it does very well. It's not for me, really, but it might be for you. If you're looking for a good PvP server, the Git server is a good one. I will attempt to remember to put the IP in the video description. Thank you very much for watching this rather unusual DayZ video from Pendragon UK. Talk to you later, boys and girls. Talk to you later. Bye bye.